Hey, what's up everyone? It's David here. I'm going to be talking about the SkyGlass and why it may not be your best option when upgrading your current Sky package. So yeah, let's just get to it. First of all, SkyGlass is a TV with built-in Sky streaming service, so it doesn't require a dish or any cables or set of top boxes. It's just the TV itself that's got the Sky service built in. Basically how smart TVs work anyway. They're all app based and they use IPTV or whatever protocol function that they're using, like say Netflix with the streaming services. And so Sky's obviously the Sky's in recent years, in the past couple of years, they've branched out from just providing set-up boxes to sound boxes. There's obviously the Sky sound box, not quite a sound bar, but not quite a surround sound kind of thing. It's more of a square thing, and it doesn't include a subwoofer like some sound bars do. It's just the actual box that mimics the footprint of the Sky Q, except it's obviously much longer in terms of height, and it obviously weighs a lot more, and of course it's just a speaker, but it obviously allows pass through HDMI to the box or optical out to the box, as well as Bluetooth functions, so you can connect your phone or iPad to it and play music to it. So yeah, let's get back to the Sky TV itself. It's offered in a 43-inch screen, 55-inch screen, and a 65-inch screen, as well as multiple different colors: white, kind of like a goldish kind of color, like the iPad and the iPhones, a green, a blue, and a black. Yeah, Netflix is included part of the package. Yeah, obviously the service starts from £13 a month, plus the £26 for the Sky Ultimate TV package. So you're paying that. It includes 3 HDMI ports, a network socket, so RJ45, as well as the standard figure of 8 power socket that you find on all Sky setup boxes, even going back to the old generation of Sky Plus boxes, and even before Sky, they even had the analog ones, so they've all used the figure of 8. The Sky's always kept that actual power arrangement. But anyway, so the new TV uses the same figure of 8. And so what this does is, like I said, it's got 3 HDMIs. It's only rated at 60 frames, so it's not doing the 120 that some higher end TVs offer. Obviously, so it's not really for gaming kind of thing with your new generation of PS5 and Xbox Series X. So yeah, obviously that's one of the drawbacks on it. You can have multi-room subscription, just like you have on the Sky Q and the Sky Plus HD box. Of course, like I said, there is no cables to the dish, so it doesn't connect to the dish. It uses purely online streaming to get the actual live channel feed. And the additional viewing screens are basically like the mini Sky Q boxes, except they're not called mini Sky Q boxes. They're basically, yeah, they're basically well, I think just believe they're just called Sky boxes, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. But they put instead of putting a satellite feed, which I think is like a missed opportunity, they've decided to put a aerial socket just in case, but not necessary. Now, one of the things of that this TV I have an issue with is because what I knew somebody that used to work for Samsung, and he was in the AV department, and they basically were pushing out TVs. They just wanted to get rid of any cables to the TV kind of thing. So, you know, your Blu-ray player, your set-up box. They were trying to make the TV have, you know, everything built in, so you just basically hang it on the wall and you just have a power outlet to it. So no cables. But obviously, in terms of like streaming quality, it can vary depending on your network speeds and all sorts of things, as well as reliability. If your internet goes down, you lose your TV. And that's one of always been the strong points of Sky, but satellite feed has been more reliable than local internet, because what the internet providers rely on is that the, you know, I mean, so like Netflix and all the others, you know, streaming services, they rely on the connection between your house to the cabinet and to the exchange all working. And if something happens to that cable or something goes wrong, it goes down, and you don't have any services. And I've had that situation where I've had no actual internet to my property for 2 weeks, and that was absolute hell. So yeah, that's obviously, but my TV still worked because it was provided by satellite feed. So that's why, obviously, I think SkyGlass is not for me personally. It might work for some other people. It really works for people that live in apartments, you know, flats, or they have restrictions that they can't have a satellite dish on their property for whatever reason. Maybe they live in a conservation area. So yeah, that's obviously one of the reasons why I don't agree with going for SkyGlass. Well, I said if it works for you, it works for you. Another reason, you can't record, and that's been a feature for 20 years now, since Sky launched the Sky Plus platform in 2001. On the old standard definition boxes, there was they you know, put a hard drive in a Sky Plus in the Sky box, called it Sky Plus, and they added an extra feed to the box, so you had the dual mux, dual tuner, and so one was horizontal, one was horizontal, and one was vertical feed. And obviously that's been the blueprint for every single setup box since recorder. And you know, yeah, so like I said, I am a bit old school. I like to have Blu-ray, and I like to have my TV provided by satellite, because like I said, if it goes down, you lose everything, and that's not a good thing. Whereas if you've got satellite feed, it's separate to the internet, so the TV still works. If you've got a Blu-ray player, you can still watch movies if Netflix or any other ones go down, and the quality is always far superior to anything that you can get off of the streaming service. So remember that, because you've got a constant information feed of whatever the disc is supplying, whereas the internet will basically, like Netflix, will lower the resolution depending on what signal or speed of the internet you're currently getting. If it drops down, the quality goes down. If it goes up, the quality goes up. But you could basically be watching a film. 1 minute is an action sequence, and then all of a sudden it goes a bit less focusy because obviously the resolution is lower. And this was like one of the things what they used to say about pirating movies and like getting knockoff DVDs. And it's like the quality and the sound is just not that great. But streaming kind of goes back to that whole piracy kind of thing where, yeah, it's a knockoff picture. So yeah, one of the things that the SkyGlass offers is for people that can't quite afford to buy a 4K TV upright now, it gives them a chance to own a TV for about the same price as it would be to buy from the shop, but obviously pay in installments. And yeah, it gives you a built-in soundbar as well, so the sound quality is better because TV's got thinner and the sound speakers got worse. But again, that was one of the drawbacks, but they were trying to make TVs even thinner. It doesn't use the latest OLED technology. It uses QLED, which is quantum LED. That I believe is provided by Samsung. So I believe it's a Samsung panel. I could be mistaken, but yeah, it does make sense for Sky to be using someone else's screens, because the cost of manufacturing a whole screen from scratch would just it would just be it wouldn't be cost effective. And by using someone else's screen and then designing your own casing, and maybe the main board is yours, so essentially it is probably a Samsung TV. One of the other drawbacks for me is also the fact that it's only available up to a 65-inch, and I've currently got a 75-inch, so I would actually be downgrading my TV screen size. As well as this TV here, it gives me one of the best refresh rates for gaming, and it has the lowest lag and response time for displaying. And obviously that does make a huge difference when it comes to gaming. So obviously I use this screen because it's a very good panel for gaming. But obviously, like I said, SkyGlass is not optimized for that. Obviously, it's obviously made for a price, and it is far cheaper than what this TV costs. So you hey ho, what a ho. So just call me old fashioned. I'll keep the setup box kind of thing, and obviously I've still got a Sky Plus HD box now. A lot of people been throwing them in the bin, but I might have covered this already, but I did say that the Sky Glass you can't record TV, so you can't keep things on there, so you're just relying purely on Sky's catalogue or programming and your 30 days catch-up service. As well as, if you want to watch anything from the ITV collection, you got to watch adverts. So, or you pay ITV's £5 fee a month, so you can get out the adverts, because on the Sky Plus HD box and the Sky Q both have the services of ITV and all the others, but they're actually more or less integrated into the Sky platform. So you're downloading it, or if you're streaming it from the actual Sky from Sky themselves, so you can avoid all the adverts and everything else, and you can fast forward them and all sorts of things. You can do wonderful things, whereas the Sky Glass is basically like a smart TV. And obviously, when I mean, smart TV, all the apps are provided by either the BBC, ITV, Channel 4, or Channel 5. They're all got their advertisement on it. So, in a way, how Sky Glass is going to make its money, pay for, what you think you're getting a good price for a TV, they're going to basically bombard you with advertisement. And I could never understand really having a pay TV service and having advertisement on it. That was the whole point of, I think, one of the original foundings of Sky was the fact that it would be a pay-to-view service. No, it was actually a free service when it first started, Sky. But pay-to-view service, you wouldn't have adverts. But, hey ho, what facto? It's bombarded with adverts, and you're paying for it, and you're paying for all these services and all these channels, and they're just raking it in on the advertisement, spectrum. So they're getting money from the left, and they're getting money from the right. People moan about the BBC with TV license, but Sky's got it made too, and all the other channels, such as Discovery. Again, advertisement. But yeah, so that's just obviously one of the reasons why I won't consider. I wouldn't even say upgrading. I'd say it's a downgrade to a Sky Glass. Now, like I said, if you live in flats or you don't have Sky at all and you need a new TV, this might be your best option. Just run it to your contract term, and then once it's finished, cancel it. But yeah, that's my advice. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.